Hi. So at some point, I had written somewhere on the site that I had chosen to use my week with the conch shell to go on a road trip. And I said it was because that is something that is of personal significance to me. And I wanted to write about that and write a story about why road trips have such significance to me. But as I'm out on this trip, I've had a lot of issues with being able to get on the internet because I chose a lot of far off the grid type places. So I just wanted to take a little bit of time and put together a quick video, I guess vlog about it. So this is technically my third annual road trip, and I wrote a post saying that it was somewhat annual. And that's because last year's was not on 4th of July week like this one is. The first one I took was on 4th of July week, and it was with my girlfriend at the time. And it was I had a great time. I thought it was a great trip. We were on the road for 2 full weeks almost. We went to lots of places. We went to the Grand Canyon. We went to Yosemite, Golden Gate Bridge, the Redwood Forest, Yellowstone. Spent some time in my hometown. Went to Mount Rushmore and to Arches National Park in Utah, and just did that for 2 weeks. And I had a great time. It was one of the best times of my life. And then the very moment we got home, we ended up breaking up because she broke a promise to me that she had set. And we get back together a couple times and whatever, but yeah, I kind of look at that trip as it was a trip of love, but it was a trip of toxic love. And it was something where I didn't really realize that I could do this on my own. And I thought that maybe she was the emphasis for me deciding to do it. So the next year, I was planning to take another road trip, but it was in March. And the week before I decided that I wanted to take it, I got laid off from my job. So I was headed to a place in California, and I won't get into the details on it, but yeah, I got laid off and had to cancel that because it didn't seem like it was a good fiscal move to do that at that point. So I started my new job at that time. I started my new job in June, and of course I couldn't take a month or a week vacation to take another 4th of July road trip. But once I did have some vacation time built up, I had planned to do a road trip in September, and I was going to head out to Sequoia and Kings Canyon in California. And the week that was supposed to happen, on the Tuesday afternoon, I got a call from my brother telling me that my uncle had passed away. And I have a lot of aunts and uncles, but I happen to be very close with this part of the family. And I still decided that I wanted to take a road trip, even though it wasn't the one that I had planned. So I went back. I drove all the way back to North Dakota and did that in 2 days. And then took some time on the way back to just reflect and think about things. And I stopped off at a couple places. I stopped at Devil's Tower Badlands was first, actually. So I stopped up at the Badlands in South Dakota and the Devil's Tower in Wyoming, and a park called Black Canyon of the Gunnison in Colorado, and then Canyonlands in Utah. And it was a meaningful trip, but it was definitely a lot of reflection, a lot of thinking about things that had happened in the past, thinking about my uncle, thinking about what the last road trip had been. So this time around, what was special about this one is that this is the first time that it's just been for me. This is just me. I'm doing it on my own. I've got Rogue with me, but I'm doing it on my own. I'm going out, and I'm not doing it out of obligation to anything. I'm not doing it because I have to, go back like I did last time. This is just me getting a chance to explore and go out on my own and wind up where I wind up, and that is it's important to me. I mean, I like knowing that I've got the strength to do something crazy like this, crazy like the website. It's all part of me demonstrating that I've got the strength to do anything that I put my mind to. So that is why I decided that I wanted to use this as my platform for my only time holding the conch shell. Yeah, so I'm on the trip now. I'm in a hotel near Almarosa, Colorado. I don't know if I even said that right, but I'm just getting ready to go play in some sand dunes tomorrow morning. All right, thanks.